بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد صلاة ترضيك وترضيه وترضى بها عنا مولانا رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا من رحمة العالمين أرسلك الله. اللهم صل عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه زنة عرشك ورضا نفسك ومداد كلماتك. كلما ذكرك الذاكرون وسهى وغفل عن ذكرك وذكره الغافلون. صلي وسلم ربنا على حبيبك سيدنا محمد وعلى جميع الأنبياء المرسلين وآل كل وصحب كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah, with Allah's barakah, once again we are blessed to be together at our weekly classes in the teaching of the book of Sayyidina Mawlana Al-Qutb ar-Rabbani Sultan al-Awliya Sayyidina Al-Sheikh Muhyiddin Abdul Qadir Al-Jailani Qaddisallahu Sirrahu Al-Aziz ونفعنا بركاته وأنظاره ونفعاته وعلومه. And inshallah, this evening we will continue the teaching from the 54th discourse. May Allah grant us the ilm, knowledge, and the fahm, the understanding, and the amal, practice, inshallah. Ameen. We'll ask Brother Aqil to read for us, inshallah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You have not fully accomplished the first steps, so how can you reach the second? Islam is not yet real for you, so how can you attain to faith? Faith is not yet real for you, so how can you attain to conviction? Conviction is not yet real for you, so how can you attain to intimate knowledge, ma'rifah, and saintship, wilaya? Be sensible, you are getting nowhere. Each one of you is seeking leadership of the people without equipment for the task. Leadership of creatures can only be achieved after abstinence from them.
One thing here, I have explained about this last session. And it's very important, in fact, because it's talking about our deen. Deen is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants it to be, in the hadith Sayyidina Jibreel, when most of you have heard about this hadith, when Sayyidina al-Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was sitting with Sahaba, and a man came to enter the majlis. They saw there's no sign of tiredness on him. And someone stranger coming to majlis, he should be, basically you will think that he came from outside Medina and traveling in a desert, so he looked at dust, tiredness. But they saw that he looks very handsome, very good looking, and he doesn't know who's he. So he came and he seated in front of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he have put his knees, placed his knees to the knees of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that close. In tariqah, the Sheikh can give murid the bay'ah tariqah, any tariqah, that's the way it should be, in fact. Knees to the knees, and he give him the bay'ah. Unfortunately, I have seen my eyes, those who they give tariqahs, not all, but majority, all wrong. The way he's giving it, not the same way. The same way is like this, exactly. When he came to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, put the knees to the knees, and he asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, what is Al-Islam? 5 things. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. 5-time prayer, Hajj, fasting, zakat. Yeah. Then he said, what's Al-Iman? 6. Iman billahi wa malaikatihi. What is Al-Ihsan? Al-Ihsan, to worship Allah as you see him. Or Al-Iqan here, he said. Or, yani, looks like as though he is watching you, subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are on monitor. This is what we call it muraqabah. And this is linked to halal al-haram, linked to the action of the person. Whenever he do anything, he should not think he is alone, but he is monitored all the time. When you are in the presence of the people, and you're in absence of them, meaning in the presence of people, you are presence of them and presence of Allah. And when you are alone, you are in presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Once they said, and this is in terms of, in tasawwuf, the difference between wihda and khalwa. When you read terms of Sufis, wihda means loneliness. Khalwa, you exile yourself from the people. How Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to go in Hira, Ghar Hira, alone. It's not loneliness. He exiled himself from the people. It's ta'abbud, special worship between him and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then there is one incident that Sayyidina Al-Hallaj, Mansur Al-Hallaj, not many people knows about him. We knows about him the stories of those whom doesn't know about him, or those people whom the enemy of him. In both situations, you cannot take any ilm from both. So Al-Hallaj, he used to be alone in Khalwa. So Sayyidina Abu Bakr al-Shibli, who was a student of Sayyidina Al-Junayd al-Baghdadi, entered to the room of Al-Hallaj. And he said, are you alone? Abu Bakr al-Shibli said to Al-Hallaj, are you alone? He said, I became alone now when you entered. What's the meaning? I'm with Allah. Now when you entered to me, I have to spend time with you, not with him. So I became alone. My time with Allah more precious, more important than... So this is a difference between wahda, when loneliness, you can be loneliness for any reason. But khalwa, you exile yourself for ibadah, for reasons, and for tazkiyah, for mujahada. This is something not anyone understand it. Those days we have this i'tikaf and khalwat. In Haram in Mecca, those days, in the bedroom, the basement, they call khalawi, khalwa. Those days the people used to come to spend time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They come out only for jama'ah. They be there for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 40 days, 2 months. And the time runs very fast for them. You would love to be there. Can you imagine people those days spend 2 months and the minute they come out, they feel sad. Nowadays we pray, and how long the salah took too long to spend time at masjid. And whether the sunnah nawaitu al-i'tikaf lillahi ta'ala fi hadha al-masjid. So that's why we said we don't understand all these meanings nowadays. And therefore our situation as Islam, Iman, Ihsan is not going up. Yeah? Yani, I asked question before, do any of us think that if he leave this world, he will get straight to Jannah? Huh? Any of us, you think Allah is happy with him? With our, maybe now we can say, maybe. But when it comes to reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you read the verses of يوم تجد كل نفس ما عملت من خير محضرا وعملت من سوء تود أن بينه وبينه أمدا بعيدا ويحذركم الله نفسه. You see, when the time comes, when you are in the presence of Allah in a resurrection day, judgment day, you will see everything ready for you. The file all there. The file all there. There's someone before the movie, there's one movie, the intelligence took him. So the lawyer came. He said, should I tell them about my history? He said, they know your history. They will tell you your history more than you. They know everything about you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk with the creator and the creatures. ما عملت من خير محضرة وما عملت من سوء. But everyone, he won't think about the goodness. He will think about the evil he did, would like to have a far away of it. Far away is not distance. No one knows about it. He would be sorry about it. He would love that he didn't do anything wrong in his life. وَيُحَذِّرْكُمُ اللَّهُ نَفْسَهُ. And Allah wants you to be aware of Him. Be careful. Yani always people do anything wrong. Inshallah, Allah Ghafurur Rahim. Allah will forgive. Ya Allah, Ghafurur Rahim. But He Shadidul Iqab. نبئ عبادي أني أنا الغفور الرحيم وأن عذابي هو العذاب الأليم. Yes, I'm most merciful, but my punish is a severe one. Severe punish. طيب, so that no one will misuse Allah's rahmah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the school, there is teachers, there is principal, there is someone who monitor your how good you are. In the office also, if you're not performing good, they will be punished. If you're doing good, there will be commission, there will be bonus. That's the life. How is it? How it is. So al-ihsan, and we are in these levels. When someone they got that ijazah, you have to be really within this understanding. Is just not say something like we are Muslims because we say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. First of all, we pray 5 times, we fast Ramadan, we go Hajj, we pay zakat. But is our fasting good enough? You think? Our Hajj is good enough? Hajj once, Hajj in Tawaf, Ifada, the Fard, Tawaf during Hajj. First of all, you see people, all of them very tense, very angry. Everyone want to fight. And if there is small thing, once the people around Ka'batullah, during Tawaf, they fight. And they use very bad words. Yani in the best place, in the best time. That means they don't understand Islam at all. A Muslim by name. There is Muslim and there is Millim. Millimeter. Those they write Muslim, Mim, Seen, La, Mim, Muslim in the IC. Not sure whether now we do it in Arab countries. They write religion, Muslim. Right? So those they handwriting. So Muslim, the Seen, they won't write it with the just straight. So when you read it, religion, millimeter. And talk about Iman, we talk about Islam, we have problem. How about Iman? Talk a problem, understanding. When you have this problem, of course you won't be graduated. You won't be, your level of Iman as a believer, there is Al-Mu'mineen, Al-Muhsineen, Al-Sadiqeen, Al-Munibeen, Khashi'een. These all, you'll find it in Quran. When they came to Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam in the prison, can you imagine? They are prisoners. They live in a prison. What the prisoners are? They are awliya, bad people. Among them, good people. Good people, sometimes they misunderstood the meaning of the word because they live with criminals. And when Sayyidina Yusuf entered to the prison, they came to him, 2 of them, asked him that both of them have seen dream. they came to him asking him to interpret the dream for them. What they said to him, "Inna naraka min al-muhsinin." We can see that your face is a good face. You're a good man. You are a doer of good. Inna naraka. They didn't know about him. But the face, same. Inna naraka min al-muhsinin. So they have seen him. And then I proved to them the way he lived, the way he showed them, he lived in that environment, the way he interpreted the dream. They know he is really min al-muhsinin. It's not to see him, but he is. Alayhi salam, peace be upon him. Sayyidina Yusuf. So people, we see in ourselves, what they see. The effect, the salat has nur. Hajj has nur. Fasting has nur. People sometimes pray fard, or even sometimes tahajjud, but you cannot see that nur. Because practicing different from believe in what you practice. First of all, you have to love what you do. So anyway, Sayyidina Sheikh here, he said he doesn't know Islam, he doesn't know Iman, he doesn't know Ihsan. Then what are you doing? And they hope, he said, and some more, he wants a degree of wilaya. And what is for the sake of Allah will make you go higher. What is not will make you go backward. Wala hawla wala quwwata. May Allah protect us. Yeah, continue.
Each one of you is seeking leadership of the people.
Slowly.
Each one of you is seeking leadership of the people.
Oh, this is the problem of ourselves. Leadership. I want to be the boss. You want to be the boss, but show us what's so good on you to be the boss, to be the leader. Show us your CV. What's good on you? Why you should be the boss? Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 40 years in Mecca, Ahl Mecca, they see him every day. How many people there knows everyone? They know each other. They know how good is he, that they call him As-Sadiq Al-Amin. As-Sadiq Al-Amin. The truthful, the trustworthy. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If Allah give them the offer to choose one of you to be prophet or the leader, they will choose him. The people of Mecca, they know he's the best. They will choose him. They offer him once. You want to be they will make you the king. We'll give you money. We will make our children servant for you. But stop talking about Iman and Deen. What's the problem happened when Allah himself choosing him to be the prophet, Sayyid al-Mursaleen, Khatam al-Nabiyyin, they are upset with that. Right person, right place, chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are upset with that. He never asked for leadership, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah choosing him subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is Irhasat al-Nubuwah. When you read a seerah, the biography of Sayyidina Rasulullah, you will read first Irhasat al-Nubuwah, before prophethood. Before he was born even, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet's messenger, who mentioned about him, as I mentioned in Quran, will come. Sayyidina Ibrahim mentioned about him, Sayyidina Ismail mentioned, Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, other. And when he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, used to walk, there are many irhasat, and when you read it, when you read Sirah Nabawi, you'll understand more. Once Abu Talib took him with him, his uncle, to Sham, and the priest, his name Bahira, he saw Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the cloud, always when he walked, there's a cloud move with him. And he read about him, he knows about him. He said, go back. This person, he's great. He is a man of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He cannot be here. You have to take him back. So these are hasad, to know that he is the one. Now we have people useless in everything, good for nothing compared to nothing. And they still choose by people whom they also useless like them. Because the useless will be chosen by useless. Correct or not? The good, see, the village, can you imagine Quran, Surah Yasin, when you read, people go, Mursaleen. Inna ilaykum mursalun. So they said, if you're not going to leave, we're going to kill you, we'll punish you. You're like that. The whole قرية وجاء من أقصى مدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم. The whole city, there is only one who knows these good people. The whole of the city, خلاص. قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين. Follow the messenger. Who are they? من لا يسألكم أجرا. Who are they? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how you know them. Why they are good? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is someone went to a village for business. He wants to pray. Well, someone passing by, he said to him, brother, is there any masjid nearby? He looked to him and said, are you a stranger? He said, yes, gharib. Oh. He said, there are quite a number of masjids, but not all of them good. Okay, which one the good? He said, the good masjid is at the end of the village. But beware also, not all the people at masjid good people. Then who are the good people? We say 3 of them only. 3 of them, he say, Imam of masjid, Khadim masjid, and myself. Allah. Say, Imam and the Khadim, sometimes also they have problem. I am the best one. When someone talk in this way, criticize others, and mention good about himself, halas, he's out. Because one of the things is not to tell people how good you are. Let the people see how good you are. The difference between when you tell the people how good you are, I'm honest, I'm sincere, I'm best, I'm generous, No. This is something this is mu'amala. Mu'amala is for people to see it practicing. Sayyidina Umar once was about to give judgment between 2. And someone was talking. So Sayyidina Umar said, look, I'm so sorry, but I'll tell you something. I doesn't know who you are. I need someone to tell me about you. Witness. Someone said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I know him. He said, okay, have you tried him in business? Take money, give money, He give you on time, and when he take from you, what he do? He said, no. Have you tried him in safar? Have you accompanied him in travel? To see his reality? He said, no. He said, maybe you have seen him pray at masjid. He said, yes. He said, you doesn't know anything about him. Masjid, we can see people praying, but we doesn't know what's in their heart. All the people pray in masjid everywhere in the world, are they awliya? And they are not shayateen. What is the thing will make us understand how good they are? Mu'amala. The practices. The message outside the masjid. There has to be a message. Inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. Salah, there is a message of prayer. Sawm, there is a message of prayer. Fasting, there is a message. Where are the messages? And sometimes, what people say? He says, so true I scold, true I talk loud, maybe I insult people, but my heart is good heart. Wallah, your heart is good heart. We doesn't know about it. Your heart good, Allah knows. But we know how you practice, your action. Intention, Allah knows about it. But we know your action. Therefore, in our eyes, you are a bad person. We know the practices. So everyone claim he is a boss. Everyone boss. Where is the followers? All leaders. Who's Who's the followers of the leader? Huh? The one will decide, as we said, your CV. And the best CV is a CV which is written by the angels. When what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala وَكُلَّ إِنسَانٍ أَلْزَمْنَاهُ طَائِرَهُ فِي عُنُقِهِ وَنُخْرِجُ لَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ كِتَابًا يَلْقَاهُ مَنشُورًا. And the judgment day will open for him the book which is written. Now we said, anything you did is written already. They will open it for you, and you will see these two angels where they were writing. Allah bring them, and He bring you, and He open your book. He say, read. Is there a single letter? Nowadays, things can be changed. Pay, everything will be fixed. Angels can also get to pay them. Everything 100%. So those whom they think position or money can change, nothing. Angels. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابِ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. Everything. Some more, Allah, there's things that angels doesn't know. The angels, their things doesn't know about you. Only Allah knows about you. Like fasting. كُلْ بَنِي آدَمْ لَهُ إِلَّا بَلِي عَمَلْ بَنِي آدَمْ لَهُ إِلَّا الصَّوْمِ فَإِنَّهُ لِي. All the amal deeds of Bani Adam, the rewards known, except fasting is mine. No one knows reward of fasting except me. If I know how sincere this servant when he practices fasting, ibadah of fasting. You see, some of you want leadership, want to be a boss. But anyway, continue and we'll learn more. This is who's saying, Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir describing societies. But this society, when he talks, looks like describing our society nowadays and in the future. Because this issue will be all the time. But the more important is describing sickness and giving the medicine as well. And that's what we need. Yalla.
Each one of you is seeking leadership of the people without equipment for the task. Leadership of creatures can only be achieved after abstinence from them. From this world, the lower self, the passion, the natural impulses, and the will.
Na'ni, when he's, again.
Leadership of creatures can only be achieved
No.
after abstinence from them.
Abstinence from them, what that mean? Not to be aware of them. Abstinence from putting in your mind to get anything from them. يعني your عمل في سبيل الله. Your عمل for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing in your mind about who is he. يعني you're looking to do the khidmah, to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. Those whom Allah bless, they are the true guide. Not looking to their pocket, not looking to their houses. Yani, sometimes we go programs. I'm talking about experiences. Big majlis. Someone spent for that majlis, that program. Preparing food, tent, whatever, paying tickets for the speakers. He's a businessman. And the people sitting, listening, audience, attend that majlis program. Every of the speakers will praise that person who give money. He is like that. End of the day, that person never pray 5 times. And he drink, and he do all types of funny things. What's so good on him? This is not something to be praised. This guy needs to be advised. Say, look, anything have to go through what Sayyidina Rasulullah's fiqh and sunnah. Allah, believe it. Al-Quran. He wants from us what? وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ. The money can take you high up and might bring you down also. Because Allah mentioned in Quran always halalan tayyiba, halal tayyib. These together, we mentioned this before. Halal tayyib. Halal, you know what halal is, slaughtered in an Islamic way, Bismillah. Tayyib, no, that's not all. There's something else. Halal tayyib. What is tayyib? The source of that halal. Yani, there were once Arabs invited by someone, and he provides for them, he slaughtered one sheep. He said, yeah, from where you got the food? He said, Alhamdulillah, he slaughtered, Bismillah, Allah Akbar, and everything. They asked from where? He said, I was out and saw the sheep in one fleet of sheep of someone, so I steal it. I said, today I have a guest. You think he will be rewarded for that? Sayyidina Abu Hanifa, radiyallahu anhu, Imam al-A'zam, he saw someone, he went to grocery shop and he steal an apple, orange apple, anything. And he gave it to miskin, sadaqah. Sadaqah come from sidq. Sidq with whom? Allah. Truthfulness. Allah doesn't want anyone, He wants the sidq. Tayyib. So he gave it to that poor, and so Imam Hanifa asked him to come. Say, come here. What you did? Say, yeah, Imam, basically, I steal the apple. Allah wrote against me one sin. Satu dosa. I gave it sadaqah. Allah wrote for me 10 pahala. Allah give you 10 goodnesses. So 10 minus 1, I have 9 already now. He said, you got one sin because you steal, and you got 9 sins because you misunderstood the meaning of sadaqah. To give fi sabilillah. You think Allah want halal tayyib. Allah won't take these things. You will be asked about from where you got this money and where you have spent it. We have problem now. We think Islam is only 5-time prayers. The whole Quran, 114 surah, only about 5-time prayers. That's it. Read carefully. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ إيش يُنْفِقُونَ. يعني think this is a rizq min Allah. Some will take and think this is Allah's rizq. Steal. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. And it's like Robin Hood, what you call it. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. Yani the poor, Allah assigned for them the rizq. You think only by stealing. That happened. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Yeah, naam.
Leadership comes down from heaven, not from the earth.
Yani by Allah's order. Not the one by the creator, not by the creature. It's the one Allah who decides.
Saintship comes from the Lord of truth.
Naam.
Almighty and glorious is He. Not from creatures.
Allah. Saintship, al-wilaya. That is the main topic here now. Who is Waliullah? Now we ask ourselves, who is Awliyaullah? Who is Al-Wali? The concept was, who is Awliyaullah? الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم لا خوف, they won't fear the life. لا خوف from the life, from shaitan, from getting wrong money, from ولا هم يحزنون, because they are awliya Allah. They are the intimate, they have the intimate friendship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir in his dua used to say, Allahumma at'imna min ta'ami qurbik wasqina min sharabi unsik. Ya Allah, let us eat the food of your nearness And let us quench our thirst with your intimate friendship.
Allah.
That's his dua. Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir. Min ta'ami qurbik. Let our spiritual food be the food of your closeness to you. And let us quench our thirst with your intimate friendship. There's something different, the spirituality, the connection with him subhanahu wa ta'ala. It has rules. Food you eat has rules. Spiritual food also has rules. The spiritual food we call taqwa. Physical food we call biryani and nasi lima and these things. But spiritual food something different, and it's all the same. وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ إيش؟ التَّقْوَى. Eat. Get nourishment. And the best nourishment is piety. Piety cannot be bought from supermarket. It will be given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. Taqwa. Piety. This Ya الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. You're a believer. You're a believer. But who is min al-muttaqeen? The target for the believers, al-mu'mineen, is to be pious. At-taqwa comes first of all from here, from the heart. Pure heart. Doctor can check, the cardiologist can examine our heart to check the blockage. Which artery, how many percent, you need medicine, you need stain, you need open heart surgery. Correct? The doctor decides. But the taqwa, the purity of the heart, the spiritual heart, only Allah knows about it. You cannot decide to say, he has a pure heart. You will say he has a pure heart through his action. If someone good in his ta'amul, he's good with the people, he is merciful, he is sadiq, you will say, mashallah, he has a good heart. I have not checked his heart. I have seen his heart through his action. Correct? And sometimes someone so good, I will say, subhanAllah, he's like angel. He's a human. But the imagination of angels in our mind is such. And if someone say, he's shaitan, this guy. The thing he do, shaitan. Why? He's still insan. He's a human. But the way he practices, shaitan, na'udhu billah. La hawla wa la quwwata. Once, ahad al-salihin. Listen to this. He was walking, pious man, with his son. While they walk, a dog suddenly appeared and barked. So the son was shocked, the boy. And he said, Uffi laka kalb ibn kalb. Oh, you dog, son of dog. The father scolded the son. He said, don't say like that to him. He said, is he dog and not dog and son of dog? He said, but the way you're talking with him, you're insulting him like. Yeah? Not because... even that, they are teachers in everything. The teacher should teach you how to talk, how to behave, how to sit when you meet with people, like our parents. How they teach us, if you go, do like that, shake hands with everyone, don't eat before them, don't sit first in the table. They teach us the adab. All of us been taught like that. By the first teacher. Once I was very small. So I went to my uncle's house. First time. My uncle, my father's elder brother. To spend, it was a holiday, school holiday, so first time to spend night outside. My mother was the whole night before I go. Do like that, don't do. She was teaching me, although I know because I've seen. But she was teaching me, and don't eat a lot, and don't do like this, don't sit. I misunderstood what she said. Wallahi. So I went, they served the food, I never eat. I was so hungry. Why not eating? No. And I said to them, because my mother said, don't eat. The way she was talking with me, advising me, I felt that I should not eat. Out of respect. Then they call her, no, I didn't say that. But like this, subhanAllah, they keep telling us, we're very concerned about the behavior. Nowadays, children, I never blame children, by the way. I blame the parents. They are the teachers. You cannot blame the students. You have to blame the teacher, part of it. Huh? Why they are good schools? Because good teachers. They're firm. If they understood that this guy is not, take him off. Because the parents send the children to the school, hoping the school will reform them. And the teachers hoping that the house will help them to reform the children. If the house not helping, the foundation is not there. So that's the issue. This one, Thomas Edison. You know Thomas Edison, huh? The one who discovered
Bulb.
the light, this light, huh? The bulb and this. Yeah. I think also the phone. Is he also discovered the land phone? No.
Graham Bell.
Different person. Anyway, Thomas Edison. He must be a scholar, correct or not? It was said, I was reading his story. He brought letter to his mother from the school, sealed. She opened it. She read. She was a widow, and he was orphan of the father, passed away. Sicknesses those days, easily. So the mother, she used to work cleaning houses or doing this. So the son will have a good education, will have a good life, will have a good food. I feel very, very, very sad and upset when I see son or daughter or children say to their parents, "What you have done for us?" Why? What you want? Because of they didn't buy for them iPhone 15. You think that's Allah created the parents to buy iPhone for you? Who's the one who fed you? Who was to give you food? Who was the one who said? And how they spend their life? They work for you. They hard for their children. They work very hard in order for the teach. You see, the son once asked the father. He said, the father asked the son. He said, when you smile, he said, I smile and happy when I got what I want. And the son asked the father, and when you smile, when you're happy, he said, when I see you happy. When I see you happy, I'm happy. See, that's the last one to eat, the mother always, on the table. And she eat what? The remain of the food. Have you noticed that or not?
Yes.
He prepare this one, and the mother makes sure that the children will eat, and she have to wash the dishes, and she have to do everything. End of the day, what you have done for us? And that boy, this is a good advice to our children and the parents. You should do this. The best advice I found it. That boy came to the mother. She always asked him to go to the market, do shopping for us, buy this, clean the hall, help me to do, any normal job. Then he came with a smart idea, good idea. He came with a list. He told the mother, this is list. In this list, I brought all what you need, and I price it. Washing dishes, 10 ringgit.
Oh.
Going to the market, 15. Clean my room, 5. Everything. He said, so I will do the job for you. I will do the job. And in the meantime, I got some benefit. So I'm doing the job for helping you, and in the meantime, I have some cash for me. She said, well, that's good. But she said to him also, let me give you my list. I have a list. What the list is all about? She wrote things, the demands. And she said to the son, you price it. I won't price it. What she wrote, I carry you 9 months in my rahim. How much you price it? You give the price. How much should I charge you for 9 months? 2 years I feed you, breastfeeding. You're sick, you sleep. When you are sick, I am sick. So she described so much things that no one can repay it. When he read, he took his list and tear it and threw it. You think that the parents is simple? Next to worship, next to Allah's worship, next. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّهُ. First of all, قضى, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worship none other than Him. Next to Him, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Next, and be the ihsan is mean what? Ihsan ihsan also, the ihsan of Allah looking to you, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, put in your mind, I am looking to you. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Allah. SubhanAllah. So if there is no, if you never organize our life in such way, we're going to be ATM machine for our children. And the minute you give them always, you spoil them. Because the minute you never give, they will hit you. You'll forget about the past. They will only remember that moment. So she was working to make her son, that Thomas Edison mother, to make sure that the son. So he got the letter, he read the letter. She didn't allow him to read what is in the letter. She hugged him and kissed him. He said, what's written? They said, you are so smart that the school is not fit enough for you. And there will be no school in the city good for you. Therefore, I'm going to teach you. Adding to her pressure of life to work hard, she have to read books, to digest the books, understand, and to teach her son. So she did that. He studied, anyway. He passed away. And he became a discoverer and, very wealthy, One day he was cleaning his mother's room. And in that room, there's a boxes. So in one of the boxes, he found the letter. That letter. When you open it, it was, what was said, your son is too lazy, too stupid, he cannot understand anything, very slow, please don't send him to the school anymore. She didn't say that to him. How smart. Subhanallah, this is something which is unique. And who will do that? Someone who loves you. These are the people who will learn from them. These are the best schools. And these are the schools. And the best schools in our life who graduate, muttaqeen, pious people. The Madrasatul Awliya, Madrasatul Salihin, they graduated from this school. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. They are example of Iman, the example of Taqwa. And that's what we need. You just want to say, I am so a follower of so Sheikh in this part of the world, that part. What's happening? Where am I now in the map of Ahl al-Taqwa, in the map of Al-Muhsineen, Al-Sadiqeen, Al-Munibeen, Al-Khashi'een? Where I am? In which spot? In which classroom I'm now? And when I'm going to be graduated? Who is, you see, when you read the Silsila of Tariqah, Abu Bakr al-Shibli, he was student of Junayd al-Baghdadi. Junayd al-Baghdadi was student of Sari al-Saqti. Sari al-Saqti, Ma'ruf al-Karhi. Ma'ruf al-Karhi, kada, to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Great people. Delivered great people. And that is what we want. Our path of Alladhina an'amta alayhim. Really Allah blessed. Allah guide us to not to the mind of leadership, not to the mind of anything except being chosen by Allah, to be min al-muttaqeen. And then he wanted to be min al-awliya, min al-salihin. No need to mention this one. When to say, welcome to Waliyullah wa Salih al-Rabbani, long story, so and so. Some of them maybe they write in their cards like that. I have seen Al-Arif Billah. Al-Arif Billah like Al-Junaid Al-Arif Billah. Sayyidina Sheikh Al-Jailani, he gone, but who's the one who gives these titles? يا أخي say Al-Faqir ila Allah. So, Al-Faqir. I've seen ulama, alhamdulillah, also. He's great in his knowledge in everything, and he writes his name Khadimul Ilm. You won't say Al-Alim, Al-Sheikh. Khadim, the servant of knowledge. Muftis, ulama, akabir. Because they know the meaning of ilm fi sabilillah, and they know that this is what Allah wants from them, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah grant us this barakah, inshallah. Aywa, read.
You should always be a follower, not one who is followed, an adherent, not one who attract adherents. Be content with lowliness and obscurity. Then, if the opposite is intended for you by the Lord of truth, Almighty and glorious is He, it will come to you at the proper time.
When we read before, Sayyidina Ahmad al-Rifa'i also, he said he have to purify himself, then his soul purified, Allah will give him, assign him to help people around him when he helped in his country, and he will be known in the whole world. First of all, the first of things is your situation between you and between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How good is that? The next will be easy. You are not seeking anything in this world. If you ask anyone, what is your aim in this world? What is the aim? You have to be truthful. You say, to please Allah. But this big word to say, to please Allah, is it true you are pleasing Allah? Because one day Allah will ask you about this word also, what you have said. If you say, my intention, I want to be a minister. I want to be a businessman. I want to get 1 billion, a billionaire. Okay, say the truth. But when you say, I please Allah, so you have to be very careful when you say this word. Because al-muttaqeen, Abdullah, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ, to be min al-ubudiyya is something big. And have to be seen on you. Only by then you'll be chosen to be not a follower, to be someone who followed. Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani Qaddasallahu Sirrah went to Baghdad. He spent time up to the age of 55 with shuyukh, with ulama, and to sit with shuyukh, you think in the way the way when you sit with mashayikh, there's etiquette. And this is not etiquette, they never ask someone to do that. You will find yourself with that etiquette. The humbleness of them is beyond imagination. And because of that, there's a waves of blessings that cover the height of the people to be humble with the one who humbled himself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's how. Sayyidina Imam Ahmad al-Rifa'i Qaddasallahu Sirrah, Ahmad al-Rifa'i al-Kabir, once he was sitting with his students. And I don't think that someone will ask this question to any of his murids and followers, disciples. He said to them, by Allah, for the sake of Allah, be truthful with me. And he was in his peak. He said to them, by Allah, I want you to tell me now, what is my fault? What is my mistake? What is my sin? Anyone will say to a sheikh, your sin or your mistake or your fault is this? And why he follows him in the first place if he has a mistake, son? So the students, the murids, were shocked the way the Sheikh talked with them. And he's not anyone. Sayyidina Ahmad al-Rifa'i, yani, Kabir, great. At last, one of the students, when they saw Imam was so, Jalali in asking this question, one of them said, Ya Sheikh, I know what is your mistake. Please tell me. So your mistake, your fault is to have such murids like us. We are not deserved to be your murids. Such a great man, meaning, and we are this quality, so we are your murids. So Sayyidina Ahmad al-Rifa'i cried, and he said, my son, if the ship saved, the passengers will be also saved. Meaning, if I am saved, you also will be saved with me. This is the quality of those people, Ulama ar-Rabbani. This is called Alim ar-Rabbani. Because Ulama ar-Rabbani, kunu Rabbaniyin. They know, they just the teachings of Al-Quran is Kalamullah, min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the teaching of Sayyidina Mustafa. When they won't say Sunnatul Mustafa only, they know they can see Rasulullah's, how he behaved, and they will follow that when he read the Sunnah. Inshallah, Allah grant us to be among al-muttaqeen, al-muslihin, al-salihin. May He protect us from the evil of seen and unseen. May Allah increase our knowledge, guide us. We ask Allah always to be with us in all the matters of our life. And as Sidi Shaykh Abdul Qadir used to say, Ya Allah, guide us to the one who will guide us to you. Be with us in all the matters of our life. Grant us to be min al-muttaqeen, al-salihin, al-muslihin, the reformers. Grant us to be high in position in humbleness. And grant us, Ya Allah, to understand the meaning of the life and how to deal with it in such way, in a good way, that when we leave this world, we will leave it as a servants of yours, but we will live in paradise as a kings. How you describe the people of Jannah, you are describing kings, but you have to be servant here in this world, abd, in order for you to be king in the next world. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وارض عنا يا عزيز يا غفار. ربنا تقبل منا وارض عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا والدينا والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. وصلى الله وسلم على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.